Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. KC Travel, what's up? Jeremiah Hill District, Milwaukee, Sade, 205 Bama Boy, what up? Roll the corn. Kansas, Daryl Harden, what's up, brother? Christopher Irons, Ohio, roll the corn. Vonnie, what up? I'm going to take some questions today from anybody. Got any questions? Any man from any land? Mad Arthur, what's up? Follow Mad Arthur. Follow Mad Arthur. Texas. Casey Macon, roll the corn. Bam, what's up, brother? American Me, Carl Macon. Follow Carl Macon. We know the truth now. Appreciate the red Jasper, y'all. I needed it. Carl Macon and Casey Macon, I appreciate the red Jasper. I really needed it. The bad energy has been coming from everywhere, but it's all good. We blocked it just in time. I swear that red Jasper blocked so much in the couple of weeks I had it. It's crazy, but I swear, I promise you, that red Jasper has stopped so much negative energy coming my way. Police, people, all type of stuff. They just be like, oh, let me leave him alone. Got that red Jasper. Roll the corn. Detroit, what up? Everything, roll the corn. Now I'm gonna take some questions. Anybody want to hop in the guest box? Hop in the guest box. You got any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about today, any receipts you want to show? I'm gonna throw you up here. We're gonna chop it up. I'm chopping it up with the people today. I ain't gonna get on here and preach today. Everything Nature, what's up? Rock Hill, True Faust. Hop in the guest box or put your question in the comments. Trina White, what's up? Follow Trina White. Hop in the guest box. You got any comments, any questions? Put a question in the comments. I'm going to answer questions for like an hour. We're going to talk to the people for like an hour. Roll the corn. I ain't even got my shit on right or nothing. Roll the corn. Short Hog, what up? Love Life. Miss Trania. Roll the corn. So beautiful. Mark Whittington. Any questions, hop in the chat. Ty Mary, I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. D Hawk. Now, I was just in this other live, man, and I want people to understand this. What I be speaking of, right? See, I be trying to show our people how far back their bloodline goes and their teachings and their culture goes. See, you could be culturally assimilated or American blacks from Africa. No. Cupid. America is the oldest land on the planet. This is the oldest. Africa is not the oldest land on the planet. America is the oldest land on the planet. America is the land of the original man. Original melanated man. They taught you backwards. They taught you that Africa and Europe was before America. They are a lie, and the truth ain't in them. Because they are barbarous, primitive cultures, while we were advanced culture. So when they speak of people coming to their land on boats teaching them stuff. That was us teaching them that. Right? Roll the coin. The Canadian Shield is the oldest land mass and the oldest land water on the planet, right there in North America. That means it comes from under the water, the oceans first. These places are not connected. They can stop that Pangea lie. Because in the old books, it said America sprung from the water first, while Europe and Africa were still bits and pieces of islands, still under the water. Facts. So common sense tells you if the land comes from under the water first, man springs up on that land first, because you have to go through evolutionary stages to have man. Time must go by on dry land. We the first to do that. We're not Africans. We got more bones than Africans. Our skulls are bigger than Africans. Our lungs, our heart beat harder than Africans. I'm just telling you the truth. Right? We use more oxygen than Africans. We a whole nother breed of people. We the first people on the planet. We're more adapted to nature than anybody else on the planet. Simple. Any questions, any comments, throw it in the chat or hop in the guest box and talk to me directly. Roll the coin. But what I want my people to understand is our culture goes back to the first languages, the first agriculture, the first mounds, the first pyramids, the first astrology, the first ship making, all of that. The first people to season food. Season. We map the seasons out. That's why you call seasoning. Different ingredients come from different seasons. That's why it's called seasons on your food. All this stuff go together. We put seasoning on food first. Because we are anything connected to nature. Rashad Poole, what's up, brother? Anything connected to nature come from Ty Mary, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact. Anybody got any questions, hop in the guest box or put it in the chat. And I'm gonna answer it, right? Kadish Williams. Kadish, I love that name. Kadish. Holy people, holy land. Our parents still giving us these names to this day. Fire. Kadish. Beautiful name. Roll the coin. Now, Kemet. Sade, that's what's up. Now your son Kemet, that's what's up. My daughter is named Avia. That means her father is Lord. I didn't pick that name. Her mama picked that name. But anyway, that's some deep shit. How and when will we celebrate the new year? The new year is the spring equinox. Your daughter is Kali, fire. The real new year is the spring equinox, people, around March the 20th, somewhere up in that area, March 19th. They were celebrating ancient culture as the new year. Because that was the time when it was time to sow a seed, right? 321, 320, somewhere in that area. Yep, 19 to the 21st in that area. You're right. Indigo child, fire. Any questions? Hop in the chat. Hop in the guest box. I'm gonna let you up. Or throw it in the comments. Questions, comments, whatever. You want to drop a receipt? Let's do it. Is a Hebrew Israelite really an African American? No. No. Hebrew Israelites are descendants of two kind of people, right? Just like everything else. The original people with that language wasn't Hebrew Israelites, right? They were just nature's people with this Paleo-Hebrew language who lived a certain type of way. Then you mix with these people in Africa, and then the Hebrew Israelite bloodline pops up. Because the Hebrew Israelites turned against the Phoenicians. They turned against the Sidonian, right? They're knowledgeable ancestors. That's a fact. I always talk about how the Hebrew Israelites pushed out the old culture. So when our people are claiming Hebrew Israelites, they're not knowing that there is a mixture. Just like a Moor is a mixture, right? It's a mixture. It's not pure, right? Their culture overrode our culture over time, and they used their way of thinking to override nature's people's way of thinking. That's why nature's people became evil in history, dealing with these type of people. So you got to understand that when mixtures happen, things start to change. We was in peace and harmony. Then you mix with these barbarous cultures, and then barbarism comes out. Even though they enlightened a little bit from the bloodline, this mix, the barbarous culture is still in their blood. So they get greedy. They want the land. They want the agriculture fields. They want the buildings. They want to claim the knowledge. They want to claim to be the greatest people on the planet. But they're not. And over time, our people got pushed out of there. On that side of the world. I'm going to say it like that. See, Israel is a concept from Tamari. It's a Tamari concept. Those people learned that from our people, right? Hebrew comes from Eber, the story of Abraham crossing over, right? So Hebrew, the word Hebrew comes from a teaching that we taught about our ancestors crossing over a river in our ancient stories. So they start calling our people the Eber or the Ivri or the Hebrew people. Right? And another thing, like, we be separating all these different cultures. Mizraim, Canaan, all this type of stuff. These are cousins and brothers and stuff, bro. Like, they be trying to separate it like they're just different people. These people are all from the same land. They just come from a different area of the land. Mizraim over here, Canaan over here, right? So-called Mesopotamia over here. So, it just lived in different places. All these people came from here. We got an ancient culture that went to Greece. We got an ancient culture that lived on the Nile. We got an ancient culture that lived in the Hebrew area in the Mediterranean Sea. We got an ancient culture that went to the Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia, right? They try to say Ham and all this type of stuff is different. All this stuff the same, bro. They're just different tribes from the same from one land. That's why they kept trading with each other, right? Why you think somebody in Greece know to go trade with somebody in Egypt? Somebody on the Mediterranean Sea coastline, know how to go trade with people in Greece and then go trade with people in Egypt, right? Why do you think they found Egyptian coins in Mississippi and Tennessee? Who was carrying those Egyptian coins from BC times in Mississippi and Tennessee? They spoke about these people bringing exotic goods to a land that didn't have exotic goods. We was going back home to our ancestral land, getting exotic things, bringing them back over to the water over there. So you find Phoenician, Sidonian, Egyptian artifacts in Mississippi, in Tennessee, in Arkansas, stuff like that. Because our people were going back and forth. It was we are ancient hustlers, people. We ancient hustlers. We are traders. We traded goods all over the world. That's why we set up cities in these all over the world. Right? Now these Tartarian buildings you speak of, they more like agriculture trading centers, right? Spiritual places. You go, and agriculture is around it, and they sell, and they trade or sell whatever they done, agriculture. The Phoenicians had blue clothes they sold, right? Indigo blue clothing they sold to people that know nothing about it. These are indigo people, indigo children. So now you got to look at this thing a whole nother way, right? I showed y'all the other day that they said the Tartarian buildings were built by bloodlines from the tribes, right? Now some people say, man, ain't no tribes, ain't no 12 tribes, ain't no none of that. But it's common sense, bro. How you claiming to be an American Indian and you ain't got no damn tribe? I don't come from the... It don't make sense, bro. Use common sense. You claiming to be an American Indian, but the tribes ain't real. That mean your tribe ain't real, American Indian. Y'all people don't be making no sense, bro. It don't make sense. You gotta use common sense when you talk to people, man. That don't make no sense, right? These tribe names go back way farther than you think they do. Roll the coin. Put the question in the comments or hop in the guest box. Hop in the guest box. So now, like I keep preaching this because I want people to remember it like this so when they study it, they can understand it, right? Agriculture people, non-agriculture people. Agriculturalists, non-agriculturalists. The agriculturalists are the people who created Paleo-Hebrew. The non-agriculturalists didn't create none of that stuff. They took it and turned it into religion. The non-agriculturalists, right? Now, the first writings of this stuff was telling you the laws of nature, the laws of how to grow things, the laws of how to be abundant in agriculture, how to be patient, how to be virtuous, how to be fair, how to treat your people good, how do you conduct yourself on this agricultural land which was deemed holy over time, how to be self-sufficient, how to not use ideology to fuel your life. You fuel your life through being self-sufficient. That is what our people were teaching, right? That becomes a whole nother thing when it gets to the other side of the world, right? Now that becomes, instead of you being self-sufficient with nature, you send your power to a deity or a god, right? It switches out. Now when it switches out after the knowledge is stolen, the people who use nature first become the evil entities. Now Baal is evil. Now the Taurus bull is evil, which it don't stand for nothing but Taurus in the spring. Now hunter-gatherers take that, turn that into evil things because they look at you as evil people. Nachal, the snake people, all that became evil. So you have to look at it as if your legacy was stolen long time ago, and they still. These people are living under the code of your old culture. You know that, right? Mormons, Ashkenazi Jews, they're doing pagan things with the teaching, but they still live under the code of what your people taught. All that fasting and all of that, let your field rest in 7 years, all that stuff is coming from our old culture. I'm just trying to see can I bring somebody up. I'm just hitting somebody's button, right? Cupid, you got a question? I sent you an invite. I'm trying to see if it's working. But let's go back and look at the culture when these people got here, right? When the colonizer comes to the mainland, right? They were all agriculturalists. They were all living under a moral code of decency. And we were nice to everybody, right? Because we never had hate for people. Because if we had hate for people, we would have never took this knowledge and gave it away for free. We was giving it away. We had a covenant to give it away and teach people. So that's why we end up enslaved over time. That's why we end up being oppressed over time. That's why we end up always got the foot on our back over time, because we always tried to be the positive people on our back over time, because we always tried to be the positive people. And people always turned their back on us, right? So we gave these people a benefit of a doubt, and everybody turned their back on us. Everybody turned their back on us, people. That's why we the only people. That's why we must stand together, because ain't nobody really got our back. Nobody got our back. Even some of our own people don't have our back. Right? Imagine living in a place where everybody is considered a piece of your family. Because everything in nature was all connected, right? So during the spring and summer, y'all meet up at mounds and trade shells and seeds and new concepts of agriculture, and y'all get spiritual together right there. Y'all all sit down and eat together, and watch the stars, and everybody get up and go home back to their part of the country by boat or by ship. Or by foot, right? Because a lot of these sites are on rivers where you can pull right up on the boat and go see your people all over the country, connecting from the Mississippi River or other rivers, right? All in peace. Ain't nobody fighting over no land. Ain't nobody fighting over no information. Because we all under the same great spirit of nature. That's what was going on. This the only land that ever happened on, people. All other lands was war, famine, backstabbing, murder, and killing. Because when you go through African and European history, ain't nothing but murder and mayhem. Right? Agriculture slowed it down for a while after we got there. But over time again, they came and done their thing again. And there you have it, right? So, to be honest with y'all, these people came over here and unalive nature's chosen people. Hung them on trees, burnt them up, burnt their cornfields. Had all our ancestors scattering at a certain time. And they done the devil's work. They done the devil's work, people, under the name of Christianity, Roman Catholic religion, right? So I just want people to understand that all of this sovereignty paperwork and all of this type of stuff is not the way. I don't think it's the way, right? Because as I look into sovereignty, it started with white supremacy. White supremacists, Ashkenazi Jews are some of the first people to use sovereignty in court. Facts. Now we got our people doing it like it's going to work. Still following the lead of hunter-gatherers. Right? I just saw a comment that was so funny, but I can't repeat it. So, that's what we got to understand, people. A lot of you people preaching all this paperwork stuff or agents. They are trying to, you know, let me show y'all something. Show y'all something. Roll the corn. I just want to teach some people this because they don't understand. Now, sovereignty, heavily co-opted and redefined by white supremacists and far-right extreme movements, most notably the sovereign citizen movement, 1970s, posse commentators. But Anglo-Saxon Christians were saying they were the true sovereign citizens. Now, how in the hell is my indigenous ass gonna go right into court and do the same thing Anglo-Saxon Christians done? And say the federal government is illegitimate. Both of y'all are criminals. Both of y'all. White teen supremacists claimed the 14th Amendment, which granted citizenship to African Americans, created a second fraudulent corporation government, making them enslaved to the state while themselves remain free from it. That's the same thing the white boy's saying. It's saying the same thing. Now, how is that going to help us? Right? Because you know when you come to the government to try to get some type of paperwork done, you already know what they finna do. You already know they finna shoot that down. Because they already seen this stuff before. Right? Criminals don't negotiate with criminals, man. So you go in there with all of that looking stupid with this fraudulent paperwork, they might charge you with a crime. You know, people will charge you with a crime for going in that courtroom with this paperwork. You think you slick. They'll lock your ass up. Now, me going to do that, how is it going to help me? I don't really see it. Right? I don't see it. White supremacists have attempted to co-opt the concept of indigenous sovereignty, using sovereign rhetoric to attack, for example, Camp Sovereign site in Australia. Sovereign citizens. White supremacist Christian groups used it. Let's go look at it. Shit ain't no joke now. Don't think this shit a joke. Now, why are we using the same tactics as hunter-gatherers? I don't understand. How do you shrink this shit? Hold up. Look at him. I am a sovereign citizen. Sovereign citizen adherents killed 2 policemen after they were pulled from traffic stop. Now, why this chubby white boy claiming he's sovereign? Look at him. Look like he just ate a Michelin tire. Now, I thought this was some melanated shit. He claimed to be sovereign. I thought that was how people shit. No, big dog. Don't you ever get that confused with the true people of the land. Why do I gotta prove to a fictional place that I'm sovereign? The government is not even... See what I'm saying? It's all a move, a scam. Sign up to my tribe for $59.99 and all this old shit. Who is your tribe, nigga? Why am I signing up to your tribe? Y'all just making up names of tribes now, just the Amaru tribe. What the fuck is the Amaru tribe? I don't understand, bro. So, all I'm saying is, now, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Real tribe names are not a part of government. They change the name around and they make it a federally recognized tribe. Choctaw is not a real tribe. That is an anglicized word for some ancient. That is a new people. Right? Natchez is not a real name. Nachas is a real name. See, that's why you got these English names as the tribe name, but the real name never, ever become publicized as a tribe. See, if I go back to Choctaw and Choctaw, then we talking about some real names. Choctaw is anglicized English. You change something to English and you take hunter-gatherers and then they use the English word as their tribe name. That's all they doing. It's the oldest, lamest move in the book. How in the hell do you go all the way from Choctaw to Choctaw? These people changing Hebrew names to Native American tribe names. See, people think this shit a joke, right? These people changing ancient names to new English names, people. Nothing is new under the sun. You must know that. They're not coming up with them names. They just flipping it around. Can somebody hop in the guest box so I can see do it work, people? Because I don't think it's working right now. Somebody send me a guest request. It's remixing. So now you got to look at it a whole nother way. Right? First of all, you got to put all the original names down on a piece of paper. Then you start researching again. Then you find the truth. Right? Put all the original names down. Then you find the truth. Go find the original name of the Sumerians. Go find the original name of the damn first Egyptians. Go find the original name of the name of the rivers, the original names. Go find all of that. Then you break codes. Right? Oh, I see y'all popping up in there now. I see y'all now. Anybody want to get in there, let me know in the chat so I can let you up with a question or a comment. Now, we talking about a Paleo-Hebrew name for Agra, which is farming, and then a tribe name comes from that. Then you understand the beginning of the real tribe. The beginning of the real tribe was ancient melanated agriculture people, right? Shakla. Down there in the deep down in Mississippi. Then your grandma and them deep down in Mississippi growing cotton and corn, and you don't know how they got there. That's how they got there. Their ancestors been growing corn crops right there forever. Those people just ain't pop up in no country town with no 100 acres. Shit don't work like that. They've been doing this shit for time immortal. That's what you gotta understand. Tobacco was used in ceremonies with mound builders in BC times. And my great-grandmama was sitting right by a mound growing tobacco still in the 1930s. It's a connection with that. Right? These people come from great people. These people come from virtuous farmers. These people come from Paleo-Hebrew languages. These people are the greatest people on the face of the earth. All these books written about that bloodline. All the good that ever came on this raggedy ass planet that they turned into came from us. You get it? We healed nature. They hurt it. You get it? We didn't kill no animals. They killed animals. Roll the corn. That is what separates us from the rest of the world, people. You got to know where you at. You on a land with the oldest forest, the oldest crops, the oldest history, the oldest culture. Right now today. It ain't no Africa. Roll the corn. Our spirituality and crops put the good on the planet, people. Let me say that again. Our spirituality and agriculture and way of living and knowledge changed the planet good for a while, people. After they push us out over there, the dark ages come. Once all the crops gone, y'all pushed us out. Y'all didn't know how to grow all of it. Now all of them die. Now the dark ages start. That's how important we are to the planet. What is the dark ages of Europe? Famine. Motherfucker eating each other. Ain't no clean water. Go read about it. Those are the plagues of the earth. You're going to have plagues if we not there. Y'all think y'all want to get rid of us? If y'all get rid of us, the planet is over. It's over. It's done. Hunter-gatherers. Y'all keep thinking y'all want to get rid of my people. This earth is going to blow the fuck up if we gone. Y'all don't understand that, though. You don't understand that. All spirituality going to be gone. All care for other people going to be gone. All y'all workplaces and factories and jobs, that shit going to be gone. We run all that shit. Ain't nothing else left. But y'all mad at each other, killing each other. Because y'all hunter-gatherers. Y'all going to blow the whole side of the earth off. Trying to get at each other. If we gone, ain't nobody to hate no more. But yourself. Let me tell y'all something. If our people just come all together and live in one spot on the planet, the rest of the planet gonna fall off. I'm talking 90 days. Tops. We're gonna be like, damn. The YT village then burnt up already. Roll the cord. I'm telling you what I know. They want to use us as the punching bag. But if we get out their way, they're going to punch each other. Roll the cord. I'm telling you what I know. So, you know how I know this? Okay. Before our people traveled to Africa and Europe, it wasn't nothing going on over there. And when I say nothing, all violence and famine. Nothing. Barren land, the prisoner's land, the arid desert. Ain't no palm trees over there. Ain't no corn, ain't no goddamn pomegranates and lemons. Ain't no crops growing before we got there. Ain't no big ass ships on the water. Them people not seafarers. Them people are not the people you think they are. It was all ooga ooga upside each other's head, bro. Primitive. Africa and Europe ain't what you think it is, people. They show you all this beautiful shit on the internet. The world is beautiful. Don't get that fucked up. That don't mean the people are. Go over there and live in one of them areas outside the big city and anywhere else in the world. And go look around. Go look. You think you want to move to Thailand? You think you do. You think you want to move to Thailand? You take your ass on over there. Just because the rent lower. Listen, y'all. I'm going to take some questions in a minute. I want to let y'all know this. Bro. Running and hiding from your own culture is not going to help you. It ain't going to help you. Running and hiding ain't going to help you. Because the same way these people look at you over here is the same way them people over there are going to look at you. You can get away with it. But the culture of the world has changed, people. Everybody got a microscope on you. I don't give a fuck where you go. Culture has changed. Some of these people know who you are, but at the same time, you are still foreign to them. Because you left that land a long time ago and never seen nobody like you again. They're still going to treat you like an outsider. They're gonna look at you all crazy upside your head. These little videos on TikTok cute, but you ain't connected to that land. So therefore, you will always be an outcast on somebody else's land. True enough, we had ancient people that went over there and cultivated it, but they've been gone a long time. They've been gone a long time. So it's cool to go see all this stuff, but bring your ass back home. It's cool to go there and look a couple of days, a week, vacay, go check out everything, but bring your ass home. Roll the corn. Come on back to the house. Big Kiki, question or comment? See what we got. POW, question or comment? Yo.
Yo, what up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Shit, chillin'. Hey, for real, with the information that's been out there, when we pulled up over there, it wasn't that many people over there, bro.
It wasn't.
It couldn't have been, because how far the land that we touched, you know the way them all them places over there, if it was a lot of people, it'd have been warned from the jump, bro. And you can't build a civilization with war all around you. You
Exactly.
know? Word.
You're
Yeah, yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah, true. You did that. Hey, man. The vibe, you know what I mean? You always drop gems, yo. You drop the seat, but just the vibe right now, you know what I mean? It's like the people in the chat kicking it, bro. This shit might even it might even be more powerful than information, bro.
Yeah, this is the most powerful information in the world, bro.
Word.
Because this shows the difference between our people and other people around the world. This shows that when our cultures clashed, this became biblical, right? It gives you an idea of the difference between the people and what happened in history. You see a people like this out here together, growing all these crops and coming together. Then you see a people just running around on their own trying to survive. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just shows we have a culture. They always try to say we have no culture here, but really we are the culture because farming is the first culture. Simple. That's what brought everybody together. That's what brought the knowledge together to be a great people. Agriculture.
Mhm.
Appreciate it, bro. Good question.
Big facts.
Peace.
Yeah.
Y'all follow you, follow you, follow you, follow you. So I want to show y'all some more thing if I pull the next person up. Some simple, right? Some simple. Now look at this. Now throughout history, they tell us Sumerians are aliens, right? Let me clean my phone off. Hold on. They tell you Sumerians are aliens, right? But look what they say in real life. They were pioneering maritime traders who used reed boats and ships to navigate. 5500 BC. Coated in bitumen. Bitumen is an oil slick coming from tar from Timeri. Waterproofing transported goods. Copper. American copper from the Great Lakes. Ivory from mastodons. Mastodons come from Timeri, they're extinct. And timber. Now, this is a Timeri culture. This ain't no damn alien. He on a reed boat. It's a known fact ancient American Indians made boats out of reeds. It's a known fact we the first people to use bitumen, black oil to waterproof shit. It's a known fact. And we got that copper from the Great Lakes. Now, you let an Arab tell you that these some damn aliens. You let a white boy or a stupid melanated person tell you these people aliens. No, bro. They keep talking about where the spaceship at. Where the damn spaceship at? Where is the UFO at? Ain't no UFO in real history. Real history is you pulled up on the ship, big dog already, looking around at these primitive people, trying to help them. And they called you a god. Dagon. The fish man coming on the water with the knowledge. I showed you yesterday the Sidonian, the Phoenician, was labeled the fish god, Dagon. They talking about us. Now, we got to look at this thing another way. We got to stop looking at it like the YT man taught it and look at it like we got to put physical artifacts with physical bones, with physical cultures. Then the truth come out. The Sumerians are an agriculture. Why I tell you where agriculture come from? Here. Let's go look at them again. Let's go look at deep into the Sumerians. You got to ask the real question. Fuck all that mythology shit. You can make a story up about we know. If we know the truth now is dead for 200 years, y'all can say we know the truth now was on his live flying around in his kitchen like Superman. Motherfucker might believe it. Back in the day, truth was on live just flying around the kitchen. The nigga was a whole superhero. He been dead 200 years. That nigga was the truth. And you might believe it. 200 years from now if you a hunter gatherer. But the real people won't be like, nah, he was just sitting there talking shit. But he broke some codes now. He done his thing, but he wasn't flying around the damn kitchen in a spaceship. Now, Sumerians brought, let me see. See, it's all mythology of a great people. Roll the coin. Now we got grown men on the internet acting like that shit true. Old ass 60-year-old men. The Sumerians gave DNA to the primitive people and made them dig gold. And bro, you too old for that fucking fairy tale, boy. You too old for that shit. Inky still walking around. Inky still walks the earth. You too old for that shit, nigga. Tell me about the Tooth Fairy too. Tell me about Santa Claus too, nigga. Come on, tell me about the goddamn Muppet Babies. Come on with it. Come on with the stories. I'm sick of y'all with that, bro. Fuck all this. That shit is nothing. That is a way to hide your real history, bro. How you so smart, but you so damn dumb? Letting them damn folk tell you all that stupid. Roll the coin. What did the Sumerians do? Sophisticated large-scale irrigation systems to harness the Tigris and Euphrates River for agriculture. Just like I told it. Roll the coin. Now, I go into the old newspapers. The Sidonian Phoenician is the fish god. Now that other people in the Middle East looking up to the fish god. Man, y'all looking up to our folks shit. Get y'all ass out of here. And I got grown ass, old ass, retired ass men teaching these people that flew down and put some damn DNA in your neck. Motherfuckers that put DNA in the back of your neck, You just powered up as a sophisticated being. You just yearn and you just roar. I'm ready to work the field now, but hell no. Stupid ass story, man. Fuck them white folks saying that story. Islamic people still teaching that shit today. Yaqub and the big-headed. No, bro. I be all in their comments. Prove that shit. The real story is we taught them people that stuff. We mixed with them people. We brought the knowledge to them people, not aliens. We are them gods and goddesses and star alignment people that y'all talk about, that y'all turn evil over time because y'all know who we are, who we were. Y'all just hiding it. Now, let me show you how I know they know who we were. Let me show you. In the Middle East, when you go to old architecture, what happens to old architecture in the Middle East with Baal on it? What the Arabs do to it? Anybody know? What they do? Kaboom. They blew it all up. Motherfucker put a stick of dynamite on an old temple so fast. The hunter-gatherer be like, light the dynamite. The devil put the stick of dynamite in the old temple or the mound. Boom. Why they still doing that? You think that shit is normal? Who blows up their own ancestors' artifacts? Nobody. Them not their ancestors, people. They trying to get rid of your culture on their land. You just don't know what you looking at because we don't know the information no more. We just think, why the fuck they blowing up their own ancient temple? It's not theirs. That's your bloodline shit. Now Baal is evil. Now you burn up the Moloch that the hunter-gatherer turned into the devil worship. That ain't no devil worship. Moloch is tyrants in the spring for agriculture. Then the hunter-gatherers get it, turn it evil. Now the Arabs are so goddamn stupid, they just over there blowing this shit up because they thinking the white T-man got something to do with the devil with Moloch. You get it? ISIS is blowing up. Why you think ISIS don't like America? See, you gotta start using your brain. Why you think ISIS always want to attack America? They hate our culture, people. they know that our culture built their first cities. They don't want you to know that. So somebody got to come up with a story to hide that while we blow up the rest of their artifacts. Act like they never came over here and taught us nothing. Why do you think the Arab is trying to fly falcons? Why do you think falcon represents wealth with Arabs? Why do you think them rich-ass oil barons got falcons? Take the damn cap off his head, he fly off and come back. You could sell an American falcon to an Arab right now, bro. Okay. Let me pin this right here. Let me pin this. Please let me pin it. You said Moloch is your culture. You still don't understand, bro. You still don't understand this. I preach this shit every day. Okay. Hold on. Let me slow down, bro. Let me slow down. Roll the call. Moloch was originally a Canaanite belief system. Canaanites are agriculture people, not baby eaters. Now, see, see, you must understand what happened with your culture. It was demonized, bro. The Taurus bull represents the spring. Zeus is a bull. All this shit translates to other shit. That's all it was, bro. The bull is the start of the spring. The horns of Taurus comes into the sky when spring comes. Therefore, you show respect to Taurus when the spring comes. Now, hunter-gatherers see you doing that. They turn it into a religion. They think that we are praising a bull, right? A god. So they start sacrificing bulls in the spring. They start saying you sacrifice a red heifer or a bull in the spring to appease our gods. They took that information and turned it to a bloody scene, a crime scene. Now, you are looking at it from a hunter-gatherer's perspective. They teach you Baal and Moloch is evil. They turned it evil. You got to understand that. We're talking about star alignments for agriculture. They talking about sacrificing some shit for their God during the same day that we used, on top of our old ancient spots. Now, Jerusalem is the mound of spring, people. When the spring alignment aligns with the mound, Tel Aviv means the mound of spring. When it aligns with the star alignment, that means the spring is starting. That is the new year. It's just that simple. And Taurus in the sky while it's happening. Right? Now, hunter-gatherers over time turn that into, when the spring align on that same mound in Tel Aviv, we're gonna kill a cow on top of it and appease our God. That's Ashkenazi shit. It's a cultural assimilation turned into blood sacrifice. It started as fruits and vegetables. Then it ends up blood sacrifices from hunter-gatherers. You get it? You get it? Now, it switches over on that side of the world. It switches in Palestine and Israel. It switches in the Middle East. It switches in Egypt. Because after we mix with these people, they come back and they use their own teachings over ours and push us out. So you take our culture, you switch everything evil to appease what you think is your God. Then you start putting blood sacrifice in it. Now our people thinking it was evil from the start. It wasn't. It wasn't. We talking about the harvest of crops. Nature, people. Nature's people don't kill nature. Unnature's people kill nature. So now, by the time they come back over here and see these American Indians still using fruits and flowers and vegetables, you gotta lie on them people. You gotta act like what you seen that transformed on your side of the world, you must act like they doing the same thing over here, but they not. We using the old culture of all nature. But you putting in your books, they are doing sacrificial rites. You see us doing the same thing, but now you demonize now people like you demonized us on your side of the world. You get it? So now you must write this in your books and sit at home as if we are uncivilized people because you want to take our land anyway. You want to take our land anyway. So it's written in them people books that if they uncivilized, you take their shit anyway. It don't matter what they doing. You have to make them uncivilized to take their land. If they are civilized, in the words of Europeans and Africans, you leave them alone. But they're not going to tell you we were civilized. They're going to say they're savages because we want to steal your land anyway. So we don't care. We don't care what y'all doing civilized. We're going to tell our people back at home that you wasn't, so we can take this shit anyway. We came way across the water. We ain't got no time to play like that. We ain't finna go back and say, oh, they civilized, leave them alone. Nah, we come to take something. You get it? So now, the original culture. We show respect to the bull. You kill a bull out there, well, your ass is done with in original culture. You hurt one of them bulls in original culture, talking about some sacrifice, your ass is out of there. Okay, let me give you an example. Let me show you the real teachings of Tyrus the bull. Let me show you. Let me just show you something. You see, I gotta give it to you. I gotta give it to you the way the ancient ancestor give it to the people. You gotta give it to them. You gotta give it to them the way it's right. You gotta give it to them the right way. Roll the coin. Okay, this is how you gotta give it to you. So you gotta go back and look at your ancestors. What are you doing? He chilling with the bull, right? He ain't finna kill him. They finna roll the coin, nigga. So you listen to white folk too much. What we doing? Showing like she finna kill him, like she's showing respect to him, right? What a knife at? What a gun? What a rope at? See, them other people taught you this shit was evil. This ain't evil. This is praise for an animal that's got much place on this earth as you do. Now you see a hunter-gatherer 1,000 years later, unaliving him, talking about this what that really mean. No, that ain't what that really mean. They go look at what your ancestors did. They go look at Samaria. See, you just think, oh, it's just Egypt. No, they go look around the world to the real people. Let's go look around the world. Roll the coin. Did Sumerians show respect to the bull or cow? Let's go look and see. Roll the coin. Let's go look. Highly revered the bull, a symbol of strength and fertility, connected with major deities. There you go. The bull of heaven. They call it religious rituals, right? Mythology. Let's go look at some of the images. Let's go look around a little bit. You see, they taught you wrong. They taught you all wrong, big dog. Talking about something. They taught you all wrong. Yeah, all I see is bulls getting milked. I don't see no bull getting cut up on the spring. All I see is, bull just hanging. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Let me show you. Showing these folk plowing the field with the bull. Damn near they best friend. Look at that. Roll the coin. Showing love to the bull. Look at that. Big old monuments. Ain't no bull getting unalive nowhere. Where they getting killed at? What are sacrifices? Listen to me. I was watching I Show Speed in Africa. What did that girl daddy tell I Show Speed? That if he give him 10 of these, he could marry his daughter. He'd take his daughter right with him. What animal was it? Cows. You know why? You can get food, you can get milk from that cow. that cow gonna plow your field for agriculture? See, you gotta see a primitive culture knows what's valuable. See, we forgot that over here. We think the Mercedes, the Maybach is valuable. No, nigga. Ancient times, that bull and that cow was the most, and the horse and the cow was the most valuable thing you can own. There was a Maybach Benz in 3000 BC. See, you don't know that though. You forgot your culture. You living under a YT man's idea of a culture. You don't know that no more. The horse and the cow and the bull and the bison. And you don't know your culture no more. We just think we just supposed to pay them folk bills and damn agriculture and a horse and a cow and a chicken. We don't care nothing about this shit. What a Gucci Louis Vuitton at? I don't care nothing about this shit. Come on with the materialism. They taught you that. Your people are showing respect to the grass and cows and goddamn falcons. It's a whole nother world today. So you must understand that love originally comes from nature. Simple. That's why people don't love no more. People don't love no more like they used to in the old days. They only thing shows love today is what you can give. Material side. If you give me a bunch of shit, that means you love me. No, bro. See, they taught us that. We fucked up, people. Oh, he ain't give me my $100 last week. Oh, he don't love me no more. That nigga love the shit out you. He just ain't got to give it to you. That don't mean he don't love you. You don't substitute love for material objects, hunter-gatherer. They taught you how to be like that. Why you don't be like, damn, something must be wrong. Let me take them out to eat and talk. Or let me take them a little gift because I got it this week and they don't. See, we lost it. That's gone now. Your great grandmama and them didn't even have no money, but you knew they loved you. Your great grandmama and them didn't have no money, but you knew they loved you. They're gonna take their last $3, go buy some lunch meat and toast your bread and get you some chips and a juice, and you done ate that night, and she spent her last $3. But you knew she loved you. See, that don't go on these days. I spent my last $3, I'm still a nothing ass nigga. See, we fucked up. We living under the rules of their, we living under the rules of another culture's love. That's not our love. The other culture taught you that. The other culture taught you you must live in a big house with a big car and a big job and a big bankroll and a big salary and pay all these big bills and now you're successful. They taught you that. We ain't teach you that. Our ancestors didn't teach us that. That's their culture. They culture to pay bill for 60 years and die. It's their culture, bro. They just brought their culture to our land. Now we live under their culture on our land. We got to stop speaking of things that don't come from our culture, bro. A lot of this shit, 95% of this shit in the worldly day-to-day stuff is not our culture. 95% of it. Calling our women bitches and hoes, and that's not our culture. They come from them, bro. Don't you know, like Rashad Poet told y'all, queen comes from bitch? Did y'all listen to Rashad Poet on the live the other day? These words are confusing us, right? Wife and all this stuff is a... Listen, y'all. All I'm trying to say is we have to take a lot of this stuff out of our spirit and out of our heart. A lot of this stuff got to get took out of our spirit and out of our heart that they implanted in us over time. Right? We lost love for our people. We forgot about what made us who we are. Connection to the land and to our people before us made us who we were. So now, I seen somebody say something the other day that really hurt my spirit, right? And this is how a lot of our people think. It hurt my spirit because it was so low. It said, why are you recognizing your ancestry and your grandma went to church and believed in Jesus Christ? And it hurt my feelings. You know why? What made our grandma go praise Jesus Christ? Why is it like that? What happened over time to make that regular in the South? She just skipped over what happened to our people. You just skipped over hundreds and hundreds of years of oppression, bro. You talking about your ancestor, but your grandma went to church. Boy, don't you know what they did to our grandmama and them? Don't you know what happened to our grandmama and them, boy? Don't you know? Don't you know the bad things that happen to make our people go up in that building? And you ain't gonna acknowledge that. You just gonna say, oh, they went to church, so why are you talking about your aunt? Like our government was for us and by us. Like the armies wasn't for us, not by us. No, none of this shit exists no more, huh? All these people unalived and crop field burned and women took and pillaged and all this. None of that matter no more, huh? You just think we just walked up in college and elementary and middle school all on our own. Like we just said, okay, Hunter Gallagher's here. We want to go to school with him. You just want to act like we weren't forced to do none of this stuff. Like we just chose that fate. And the fate wasn't chose for us. People really think like that, bro. Don't you know they put our ancestors on crucifixes on this land? You think that's just biblical, nigga? Don't you know some of our ancestors got put on a cross and nailed to it? Don't you know the Roman Catholic people are the people who put people on crucifixes? Don't you know the Roman Catholics are the people who took over Spain? That's over DeSoto? Don't you know what them people do to people? You must forget. You got to be forgot what the Roman Catholics do. They crucify people. Who you think the Spanish army was? Roman Catholics, nigga. They were still doing it. Don't you know some of them Moors got put on crucifixes over there first? The one that didn't want to get down with the Roman Catholic Church. Then they come over here and do the same thing to some more melanated people. You must have forgot that. Don't tell out half the history, tell all of it. Under the name of the Roman Catholic Church, you will get put on a crucifix if you ain't down with the play. You think all our people are down with the play? Let me ask y'all a question. And I hate to do this, bro, but I got to give it to you visually so you can understand what I'm talking about. Have you ever been riding on the highway and you see these mounds? Then you see these 3 crosses on top of the mound. You see these 3 crosses out right off the highway. Some of them big, some of them little. You see these little 3 crosses sticking out there on the side of the highway in old fields and people backyards. What you think happened right there? Think it's just there for no reason, huh? You think the cross on top of the mound is there for no reason? All up in the mountains, you see crosses all up in the top of the mountains in Bama. People got crucified and hung up there. You think they just picked a spot out of nowhere to stick a cross? You just think we just ride. You think, praise God on the highway crosses. Praise God. You don't know somebody got hurt up there? You think it's religion, don't you? That is a symbol of power of what they done to that land long time ago. They leave it there because we don't know our damn history. So next time you ride on the highway, you see that big old cross on the side of the road and 3 crosses offside on this side of the road. You better use your head. That's a symbol of what they done to the indigenous people on the land. Okay, truth now be lying. Okay, let me show you some receipts. See, this shit. Everybody think it. Okay. First off, I'm gonna start with the Roman Catholic people, right? Because that's who took over Spain. Everybody know this. These are some of the most cruel people on the face of the earth. Folk hung your chief from a tree, put a cross right there. You don't even know what happened. Right? Roll the coin. Okay. Truth, let me make this shit up. I'm gonna take you all the way to America. You see that big ass hill right there? See that mound with that cross up there with Jesus on there? Okay, act like you don't see that mound right there. Act like you don't see it. But we ain't even gonna go there. Roman Catholic missionaries, Spanish explorers used crucifixes and crosses in the American primarily for tools of conversion, cultural, and spiritual representation, with some Native Americans incorporating these symbols into their own traditions, right? Historically, some records indicate instances of extreme violent abuse involving crucifixes during the colonial period in America. Okay. Roll the coin. Okay. You must know who you're dealing with before you get to talking this bullshit. Now, who we dealing with? Crucifying Roman Catholics. That's who we dealing with, right? Okay. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. They want you to forget this stuff, right? Roll the coin. 2,000 Appalachian converts, including their leaders, tortured or crucified for the faith by forces allied with the English. Sitting Bull, right? These Native Americans were getting turned over to Catholic, just like the Moors, right? This is what they aim to do. If you don't get down with that, you getting up on the cross. So the people would take, some Native Americans were taking it. But our people were not taking it, and we were getting crucified. I ain't gonna say the word, but roll the coin. Now, let's go back to the islands. See, you think that slavery is why they hung people. That's not why. Indigenous people get hung. That's why that tactic was still used during the plantation era. This stuff go back before you being a melanated person. This is what they do, right? Chiefs were executed. Some crucified, some hung on the islands, right? They even would hang their own people who tried to help people from this land. Oh, you tried to help them Indians? Come here. Put him up there. Anybody not down with the movement getting up there. They don't care who you is. You could be your own. Popes got put up there for hiding information about where the Indians at or what them. If a pope didn't convert people over fast enough, he getting up there. The pope better get out there and work and get them people turned over, or he finna get up there. These people are brutal people. I'm telling y'all, right? Who fought in the games in Rome? Romans, people. Romans used to put you in that arena and you better hold up or you finna get your head smashed. They bloodthirsty, barbaric culture. Just because they come with the cross don't mean they good. They chopping off arms and legs, still trying to fight. That is Roman ideology. They put that in when they take over the land also, right? Roll the coin. 40-foot gallows in Mexico City. 40-foot gallows. You know what a gallows is? Gallows chop heads off. Heads roll. They pulled one of the Inca chiefs with 2 horses and ripped them apart in front of his tribe. But these are the people y'all want to hold up for. Why you think them YT folk going to Catholic Mass? That is their belief system. People ain't holy. You think, what the hell is a Christian nationalism? Nationalism? Let me look that shit up. What Christian nationalism? Give me a definition, please. A form of religious nationalism that focuses on promoting the Christian views of its followers in order to achieve prominence or dominance in political, cultural, and social life. Now, how the hell your religion gonna put dominance on politics? In countries with a state church. What is a Christian state church? Then they always say religion and politics don't go together. This Charlie Kirk shit. This that Charlie Kirk shit right here. Christian nationalism. I'm going to put I'm going to be a fake Christian and I'm going to run for the fake ass government. Bro, These people are out of control, people. They're out of control. They can't control it. They barbaric. You see what they done to the Christian nationalism, didn't they? See what they done to the Christian national? See what happened to them? You see? They'll do it to their own people. You get too big, you get too big, you get talking that shit. We're gonna make an example out of you too. We don't care nothing about you neither. You part of us, we still don't care. Now, how you think they feel about us? Now, these are the people starting to take over the country, people. They come in screaming like they so holy, then they start calling you niggas. And black people oppressed, and I don't want these black people flying my planes. And all that. See, this the new hunter gatherer. The new hunter gatherer is a Christian nationalist. I'm so Christian, but we'll hang your ass. I thought y'all were for peace. No, bro. That shit is over with. It's over. It's a new day. The longer and longer we don't get our shit back, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Because now, you can fake to be something that you're really not for monetary value now. See, back in the days, you couldn't fake that much. You can fake now. You can fake to be the biggest, most holiest motherfucker ever and be the devil when the door closed. It's all about an image now. Even our people starting to do that shit. Our people starting to act so holy and go back and do the most sinister stuff in the background. See, it done switched up now. That's the cool, you a Christian national. It's switching up now. It's worse than the original one. At least you knew the original one didn't like you in the first place. Now we looking at symbols trying to pick out which symbol is evil and which one is bad and good. I don't want to wear that because I'm a Christian. I don't want to do that. All of the symbolism is fucked up. You don't know that? All of it. We use the cross for the center of the Milky Way. Center of the universe. They use the cross as a symbol of, we're going to put your ass on one. You keep playing. See the difference? So you wearing a regular cross don't make you holy. They ain't why they wearing it. They wearing it because of the crucifixion of Jesus. Right? The Mississippian culture wasn't putting no cross. That wasn't what the cross was for. That was the center of the universe in the sky. The 4 cardinal points. They're not using it for that. So now, I hate to explain it like that, bro, but I got to tell you the truth. I got to tell you the truth. So now, let's get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper. Now, if we got all of these churches with all of these different pastors, and who are they all connected to? You can't get money without getting down with the clique, bro. You can't get no money, you ain't down with the clique. The real clique. You ain't gonna have no mega church, you ain't down with the clique. The Roman Catholic clique. Right? Because when you get big enough on your own, they coming to check on your ass, boy. Oh, he done got big on YouTube. He a big church, big pastor. Send the Roman Catholics in. Get him down with the clique. Now, if something go wrong in the neighborhood, When these melanated people cutting up because y'all done hurt one of their people, you get that click preacher on the phone, tell them go calm them niggas down before they tear up our goddamn community. You tell them niggas they African Americans. You tell them. Let me hear you say something else in that church that don't go along with what I'm telling you, nigga. It's over. You tell them they African Americans. Come on with them ties. And shut their ass up and go to work. And don't never think about their history. And keep giving them our version of the book. Don't let them get their version. Or don't let them tear the neighborhood down. You tell them to be peaceful. You tell them to stay peaceful, don't tear it. Yeah, the police killed that young man, but you tell them to calm down and go home. Don't come after us, please. Send them home in peace. While we do all the evil. You get it? He on the payroll, big dog. That's why they up there with Rolls Royces and Gucci and Louis Vuitton on, and we don't supposed to be poor as preachers. I don't want to be a poor righteous teacher. I heard one of the other guys say this shit one time. I'm not trying to be a poor righteous teacher. Shut your ass up. I thought righteous was enough. Now you got to be a rich righteous teacher, huh? Hunter gatherer. Now, this stuff is all a game put together for us to follow. It's all a game for us to follow. And all I gotta say, and then they come with the other stuff, the rainbow stuff. Then they come with the rainbow stuff, because they come along with Roman Catholic stuff. You get it now? All of that whole culture go together. Then you get into the music industry and the film industry. They run all of it. Ashkenazi Jews from some type of. Now they're doing all these freak offs and parties and putting pills all in your drink. See, all that shit come from a culture. Get you on camera doing some freaky shit. Now they own you. Now the governor of goddamn Wyoming on camera with some little ass. And boy, when I tell you to do something, Governor of Wyoming, your ass better do it. I'm going to put that tape out, boy. See, this is all blackmail. This is stuff they've been doing for hundreds of years. Ain't nothing new, people. They were doing this shit over there. They brought it over here. You get it? Then you get somebody like Epstein, who is a mediator between regular people and the elite. You get it? Epstein gonna bring the rappers and the girls and the comedians and the actors to the people who own Apple, to the people who own Nike. These people don't know each other in real life, but they finna meet because they pay the mediator to bring them there and get some type of footage on their ass. Now, I got footage on athletes, singers, governors, senators, presidents. Now I got supreme power. Because just as sure as you don't do what I say, your career is dead. Now y'all got these rappers from, that's an American, Tamari Indian, linking up with these Ashkenazis who doing Ashkenazi things he know he don't supposed to do. Then when they buck, they lock your ass up and you don't know why. You damn fool. You fell for the bait. You think them people that know them cameras was recording Diddy going upside the girl head in the hotel? You think the cameras? You think them people that know about them cameras? Them people already had that footage long time ago when that shit first happened. These powerful and rich people already got the footage. Diddy, soon as you step on some toes, bro, we putting the footage out. You stepped on the toes of them people in the liquor industry, talking their shit. And what they do to you? Drop the tapes. Drop all of it. Send them 3 girls from over there to go file charges. Send them 2 boys from file, send them. See, once you step into those people's world, you locked in. You got to play their game the rest of your life or it's over. Right? If you don't, they're going to try to unalive you. But if you know all of that, you protect yourself from all of that, people. See, a lot of people in the conscious community went the same way, people. They went the same way. You see, all that Dr. York and all that type of stuff, them niggas were Moors, bro. They might have been from Tymeria, but they was claiming Moorish stuff. So, anyway it go, they wasn't on the right path no way. Now, a lot of these agents that be on this internet talking about all this conscious stuff and all this paperwork and 5012ACs, paperwork you turn in to your damn local government, these niggas is agents. They got jobs on the internet literally paying people to act like to claim they African Americans. Right? To act like they such and such and this and that, right? They want the money. They want the fame. They don't want... Umar Johnson just want the money. He don't give a damn about who indigenous or who African. Tariq Nasheed don't give a damn about that, who African and who that. They trying to claim everybody. How you gonna claim African slaves and indigenous people in the same sentence? We on our land. We weren't forced nowhere. They were forced here. So you got to look at these people different, bro. Either you are African nigga or you are from here. Ain't no in between. Ain't no foundationally black. Putting us all under one umbrella. That don't make sense. Right? If that's the case, if I work for Coca-Cola, I need to be up there with the president of Coca-Cola, right? We under the same umbrella. Why am I still on the floor balling up Coca-Colas? Because I'm not on the same umbrella as the people. So you can't put everybody under the same thing. That's crazy. Then you sit back and act like it's cool. No, it's not cool, bro. You must compensate the people of the land first if anything ever happens. Our people must be acknowledged first because you came to our land. We didn't come to yours. You bought them Africans over here. That ain't our motherfucking business. Hello. Y'all handle that on the back end. Handle my land up front, nigga. I'm not fronting you no pack unless it's land on delivery, nigga. We ain't got no consignment. We not fronting nothing. Well, I'm going to front the African before I get paid. Before I get my land back. My history, my ancestral land. I'm going to make sure they straight first. See, this all an immigrant teaching, bro. It's an immigrant teaching. Our grandmama and them lost land way before African lost anything. So why you put us in the same category? You can't be that intelligent. Right? That's foolishness. If I get robbed and then a second person come and get robbed, Well, I'm gonna say it like this: if I get robbed, and then the second person come, forced over here and put in the cage with me, you got to get me. You got to scrape me up first. I was here first. I got robbed first. I got threw in the cage first. Let me out this motherfucker first. How you gonna let the nigga come after me from way around the world get out before I do? No, bro. Ain't how this shit work, bro. I lost all my land and my culture. He can go back home to his culture. You snatched him from his culture, but the couple of Africans that did get snatched, but he can go back home to the Zimbabwe tribe. They sit over there. My ancient Choctaw tribe gone. My land gone. My culture gone. I ain't got nothing to go back to. He do. He can trace that shit. I can't. I lost. He didn't lose trillions of dollars of land. My people did. All he lost was his freedom. We lost freedom, land, ancestry, genealogy, self-sufficiency, and family. We lost everything, nigga. You just lost your freedom. Just like going to jail. You just went to jail and got back out. Nigga, we went to jail and lost everything. See the difference? Your land wasn't bearing no $1 million worth of corn. Your land wasn't bearing no millions of dollars worth of tobacco, nigga. Your land was not bearing millions of dollars worth of catfish and shrimp and goddamn. Your land wasn't doing that. Mine was. Your land didn't have no freshwater wells popping, springs of water coming out the earth with blue rivers on coastlines. Your land wasn't doing that. Your village had to go get water from miles away. Your land and my land were different. My land made them people mega rich. Y'all always talking about Africa and they diamonds. Ain't nothing but 2 or 3 families got rich off them diamonds, people. De Beers and the other couple of families. You know how many motherfuckers got rich off this land over here? Tens of thousands of families got rich off land over here. Not 8. You can name the rich families in Africa that got rich off their land. I can name them. De Beers and Proctor and Gallup, whatever the fuck that shit is. Name all the families got rich over here on this land. You can't even do it. It's well over 20,000 families that are trillionaires off this land. Coal, oil, copper, gold, silver, zinc, goddamn. You don't even want to keep going. Crabs, shrimp, catfish, farming, utilities, all this. These folk got rich 1,000 different ways over here from stealing from the land. It didn't happen in Africa, bro. That did not happen in Africa. It's only a handful of people that got rich in Africa. Over here, we have built family wealth for immigrants all from California to New York. Roll the coin. Spain did not get rich until they came to America, people. Spain was trash. Why are y'all still claiming Morocco and Spain? Spain didn't get rich until the them conquistadors came over here and found gold. Y'all must think Spain was a big dog or something. Them was some poor hunter-gatherers. Let me show you. So y'all be thinking these countries, y'all be thinking y'all be kicking out and talking about some, we gonna go back to Morocco and all. No, go back over there. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all when they got rich. Spain, wealth from Americas between the 16th and 17th centuries, extracting hundreds of tons of gold, 16,000 tons of silver. Spain, you think they ain't getting that out this motherfucker? You want to. See, y'all be thinking these folk come over here and ain't find shit. You got to be out your mind. These motherfuckers got 100 tons of gold. This built the Spanish government. And it built the Roman Catholic Church bankroll too. Because they over the Spanish government. Now, let's just do some rough math. Right? 100 tons of pure gold. You think ain't no gold over here you want to. Worth. Give me a ballpark figure. Gold is $3,000 an ounce, pure gold. 100 tons of gold in the 1600s, people, was worth $10.7 billion in the 1600s. Now, let's take 10.7 and see what it's worth today. 10.7 billion in the 1600s, right? Worth today. You don't even want to hear the number. You don't even want to hear the number, people. Over a trillion. Over a trillion. They don't even know that. They won't even tell me the number. It's so long. It's so long. Now, these people took $10.7 billion worth of gold in the 16 and 1700s from your ancestors. I already scripted away. And you going in there talking about something. Let me get my land patent with my 0.3 piece of land on it, please. And the gold gone. That shit ain't finna help you to be dog. All they finna do is charge you taxes on that little ass piece of land. You can't even build a house on it. You can't do, what you gonna do on that? Put a pool out there? A walk track? Walk your dog out there? What the fuck you gonna do out there? The minerals are gone. These people owe you so much. More than land. It's bigger than land at this point. The mineral rights, the land, the water, the airspace, everything. Now, we lost over $1 trillion just in gold alone. I ain't talking about the emeralds and the oil and the fish and the crop. We ain't gonna get into all that. What do you think make hunter-gatherers rich? You think it's a job at Apple or some shit, huh? You think Apple. You thinking goddamn, Apple, McDonald's, banks. All that shit started from agriculture money. Ain't no banks without agriculture. The banks in the South were started from so-called slave owners investing money and starting banks. Using our ass as collateral. You are a tractor, motherfucker. I gotta explain it like you so you can understand it. If I own the land you working on, I can take your information to the bank and get a loan on your ass in my field. You don't know that? You a whole damn tool out there. Folk got insurance, you get hurt and everything. Listen, y'all. When I pulled up Tula, which is the son of Issachar, we had Tula Caverns in Arkansas. They said it was so much gold and diamonds in Tula area. Don't you know diamonds used to be on the ground in Arkansas? Don't you know diamonds, our land is so old, diamonds were coming out the ground. You didn't even have to dig for the motherfuckers. They just on the ground. Don't you know that? Don't you know there was so much gold up there in the Tula Caverns? Them people pulled out tons and tons of gold from the Tula Caverns. Tula is Tola, the son of Issachar. Those are one of the 12 tribe names. They pulled gold out of the 12 tribes' sons' land. That's why it's still called Tula and Tola today, Tulsa and all that type of shit. But it's right there in the area where the Toltec mounds are at. The Toltec mounds, the Toliites are named after the son of Issachar. Tola. That's why you call them the Toltecs. Them your damn ancestors. Them people from this land. That's one of the 12 tribe bloodlines. Choctaw and Chickasaw was still saying Tula and Tola all the way to colonization. Same people. Now, what you must understand is, why would they change the name of the Tula Caverns to? This gonna prove my point right here. Why would they change the name of the Tula Gold Caverns of our people? Tula in Mexico got pyramids, people. Same people. Atlantean warriors, 10 feet tall in stone at Tula, Mexico. Same people as the Choctaw. Same people as the Toltec. So you think all this shit separate? No. They got the same name for the same cities from the same ancestor. Sidon is an ancestor, people. Sidon is an ancestor of Canaanites. That's why you name the city Sidon. Sidon is in Mississippi. Then it went over there and they told the Sidon story on that side of the world. Now, what do they call the Tula Caverns where all the gold came from? Let me show you. Right there in your face. In Arkansas now. Now, first off, let me show you something. First off, let me show you something first, because y'all think I'll be bullshitting. You don't even know what he be talking about. That nigga don't know what the fuck he be talking about. He just be on here rambling, talking shit. He don't know what he be talking about. Go listen to that nigga. Listen to that nigga. Y'all ain't lost nothing over here. Y'all some Moors. What the hell on the Arkansas tag? Why the fuck is that on the Arkansas tag? You better start asking yourself some questions. The natural state, huh? Motherfucker called the natural state? Why is it called natural state? Natural diamonds. That's why it's called the natural state. Now, you see that? It's just on the tag for no reason, huh? Oh, okay. Let's keep looking. Okay, let's keep looking. All right. We ain't never had shit over here. We ain't worth a damn. Okay. Yeah, we ain't got no culture. We ain't got no diamonds. We ain't got shit. Well, no diamonds that were found over here. Oh, okay. Cool. All of them in Africa. Oh, okay. Let's keep looking. Diamond Field in Arkansas. They let the public pull diamonds in Arkansas at a diamond field. Right here. Crater of Diamond State Park, where you can go in there and dig. And if you find a diamond, you can have the motherfucker. Look at that. Yeah. Motherfucker digging diamond right there in Arkansas, paying $10 to get in. Look at the hunter gatherers. See what I'm saying? Ain't no diamonds in America, though. Look at that. Motherfucker finding diamonds, making rings for their wife. But if you ain't got the money for no ring, yeah, better go to Arkansas and go dig you up a diamond. Quit playing. You're playing. Now, why would they make this? Why would they make this for everybody? Right? Why would they do that? Because they already filthy rich off the land. Let everybody else get in, man. Don't you know we found out there when we first went out there? Diamond like this. Queen of England, them, and motherfucking French and Spain got these big ass diamonds over there. Some of they came from Africa. Them motherfuckers came from Arkansas. See, there's a lie. They found so many natural carats of diamonds in Arkansas diamond mine field. They just let the public go out there for $10. Well, we done got so much money off this land. Let the people have this shit now, man. We already trillionaires. We just let y'all go out there and find the little pebbles that's left. Go ahead. And they tell you ain't nothing on this land. These people know where this stuff is. We don't know where this stuff is. It's mounds right out there on top of that goddamn, I researched it. It's ancient American Indian mounds right out there on top of that land. Our people buried right there with the diamonds. Go look. You think I'm bullshit? Go look. Now, let's go to gold. Tula Caverns. Now, let me show y'all what I'm talking about before I'm going to give y'all this little bit and I'm going to get out y'all way in about 30 minutes. But let me show y'all this. The Soto map. You got to start looking at the Soto's map to understand what was already here. All these damn names in Hebrew. All of them. Let's blow this up if I can. Now, the Soto's map. What they say right there? What the hell they say right there? Tula Kavas. Tula Caverns. Let's keep looking around. Sachu. Right. What's Sachu at? Hold on. Right there. Sachuma. S-A-C-H-U is Hebrew. Pull it up. S-A-C-H-U is Hebrew. Pull it up. Tali, T-A-L-I, right here. Hebrew. Uzata, Hebrew. All these words. I could break down all these damn words in the Hebrew. Look at all these towns that don't exist no more. Look at that shit. Now, Mobile. That's how you get Mobile, Alabama. Mobile. Piachi. Mobile, Alabama. You think these words ain't Tallahassee? Hebrew? Go look it up. Alabama. Ali Bama. A high place is Bama. Now, let's go back over here because this is what we talking about right now. Tula. Kavas. Tula is the son of Issachar, people. That's a 12 tribe name. I don't give a damn what nobody in the world talking about. They kiss my ass. I know where this come from. Now, Tula Kavas. Now, let's go look and see what is Tula Kavas today. They might pull it up, they might not, depending on Tula Caverns in Arkansas. Let's put Arkansas in there. What's the name of it today? Let's see, can we find it? Tula, Arkansas. What's in that area, Truth? Mystic Cave, Crystal Dome, Onyx Cave. There it is right there. There it is right there. What they say right there? Famous for tales of hidden treasures. The old Spanish treasure cave. Hooked to the Onyx Cave is hooked to the Marble Cave. But this is the cave right here. This is Tula Caverns, the old Spanish treasure cave in Arkansas. Facts. There you go right there. Benton County, Arkansas. The hunt for the old Spanish treasure cave. Now, who got rich off gold and diamonds in the 1600s? The Spanish. This is where they get this bulk of that shit from. And then they start going to the Southwest and looking for more because they greedy. Look at this shit. Old Spanish treasure cave. No, it's not far from Little Rock. Plume Bayou Mounds are right up the street. The diamond field is right up in that area. Roller coin, whole cave full of onyx. Now, why is that called the Old Spanish Treasure Cave? Look at it right here. Look at these people got big ass, tall, giant skeletons all in there playing around, putting your history right. Look at that shit. Playing around all in the cave. They already know they found ancient shit up in there. Roll the coin. The Old Spanish Treasure Cave, hooked to one of the Ozarks. It's the Ozarks, people. Our people were living out there in the Ozarks. Hidden treasure buried by Spanish conquistadors. Why would they bury it and they can take it back to Spain? That don't even make no goddamn sense. Buried. Pulled out of there. No buried no damn treasure. No. They found it and took it out of there. Now, kids taking field trips to the Old Spanish Cave, huh? These people got rich off your land. You don't even know it. Simple. There's not no Native American buried in that cave. Them our people that was in that cave from BC times all the way up into American Indians. Roll the coin. Now these people found Egyptian coins in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Tullahoma, Tennessee, Egyptian coins. Guess what they put on top of the land right there? Let me show you that. Show you what's on top of that. Tullahoma, Tennessee. Roll the coin. What's there on top of our shit? Let me show you. Right there. Arnold Air Force Base. Right on top of where these people found Egyptian coins, showing some type of trade going back from this area of the world to back over there. They put these military bases and stuff on top of our ancient culture so you would never find it. See it, Tullahoma, Tennessee? See it, right? Receipts. Hold on. Tullahoma. Let's go look. See, I researched this shit. Let's go find it. There you go right there. An Egyptian coin found. Eagle say that several years ago, a veritable Egyptian silver coins, right? And digging a well near Tullahoma in that state, found embedded in the earth 30 feet underground. They even found, look at the bottom, Egyptian coin found 30 feet below the surface in the solid earth in Mississippi was seen thus to be accounted for. They found them in Mississippi and in Tullahoma, Tennessee. And you throw a military base on top of it to hide it. Or you throw another thing these people do. They throw a military park of Confederates or Union soldiers buried on top of ancient culture to hide the area. You need something big enough to hide this big area. So you put a military base there. Yeah, you put a Walmart there, stuff like that too. Cause in Alabama they put a Walmart or Sam's Club right on top of an ancient burial ground. Golf courses, airstrips, right? Truth now, what would we call before Indians? Shit. All type of good names. Your hair was, you was Mizraim people. You was Canaanites with a K people. Right? Sidonians. All type of old names. Right? These really Indians, people. See, what you don't understand is you the same people. See, we want to put Indian over here then separated from the ancient Hebrew people. No, you the same nigga. Y'all were doing the same thing. You were doing the same, your ancestors doing the same thing the first Egyptian were doing. They called you indigo because you use dyes, right? You are the dye people. You are the people putting dye out of shells and flowers. So they called you the indigo people because you use indigo to dye clothing and other shit, right? That's why they called you, that's where Indian come from. Indigo people, right? So when they talk about the Phoenician bringing blue clothes and purple robes of royalty, they are still the indigo people. That is a culture, right? Using dye as a culture. A hunter-gatherer don't know nothing about no shells and no dye. Your people figured that out by getting shells off the coastline of Timeri, right? So before you was named the American Indian, the first one, boy, you was them people back in the old names. See, that's what we don't want to realize. You got to realize who you are, right? You got to realize your bloodline go way back to what they talking about in the Bible. It go way back before what they were talking about in the Bible. It go way back to them old names. They go back to the first names on the planet. See, see, you got to go way back. You just became an Indian when they saw you with that indigo. India Superior, India Minor, and all that. Indigo, India comes from indigo, dye. Your people had clothing with colors on it from nature's products that we used. Only nature's peoples used dyes back then. Hunter-gatherer don't know nothing about no dye, right? That's why the Hebrew is esteemed for using purple dye. Purple dye of the Hebrew made them royalty. You see where they come from? Now other people who got that from us are wearing purple robes, saying they kings and queens, they royalty. You get it? Why Crown Royale got the purple bag on the liquor? See, you guys don't ask yourself this. What is purple bag? Where purple and royalty come from? Let me show you. You gotta ask yourself these questions. Right? The Tyrian, they call it the Tyrian purple. Tyrian is still Tyre, right? Sidon, it's the same thing. The Sidonians built the Tyrian area in the Mediterranean Sea. Tyrian purple is royalty. The people of the earth were the first royalty. The agriculture people were the first royalty. Not these damn Queen of England ass people. They got that shit from us. The Pope wearing the fish god hat, looking like Dagon, they got that shit from us. They tell you that shit evil, but they copying a culture that came to that side of the world wearing the fish hat. Dagon. Right? Them Hebrews. See, you don't even want to see, you got to understand the symbolism, he supposed to told you all this shit evil, but it's really not. They turned stuff evil. Tyrian purple linked to royalty, right? Because it was incredibly rare, expensive, and vibrant dye extracted from thousands of Murex sea snails. Now, who the hell extracted thousands of Murex sea snails? Let me show you. It's very rare on that side of the world. You see that, right? Expensive. Now, where in the world do you find Murex snails stacked up on top of each other? Nowhere but a couple of places. Murex snail mounds. Okay. None but a couple of places got these shell mounds, people. Y'all live right by them. Florida, Murex snail mounds in America that make the purple dye. Florida, Gulf Coast, archaeological shell middens, trash heaps they call them. Native American over thousands of years ago had the Murex snail with that purple dye. Who the hell the Hebrews is? This shit really simple. These people just so goddamn, they think they so smart, but they really dumb. See, once you know your real history, this shit really is child's play. We've been pulling dye out of shells. That's our culture. Now it is a Hebrew culture. I'm sorry, now hold on. Roll the corn. Now, then you gotta go ask these type of questions, right? Then you gotta ask some, because since you know that, you ask more questions. Keep on asking questions, because now you understand where they come from, right? Now you keep on breaking the code. Now, did ancient American mound builders, ancient culture in America, use purple dye? Ancient American Indians, particularly in Mesoamerica and South America, used purple dye. Mayans. This our fucking culture, people. This turned into priest royalty over there. Now they got white boys wearing it. Look, the priest with the purple. He got this shit from us. This is where it start. Now, where does indigo come from? Did ancient use blue dye? Let's go to blue now. We use all different type of color dye. Red from plants. Yes, we use blue dyes. 6,000 years ago in Peru. Plant-based sources. See that? Coffin textiles, 6,000 years ago in Peru. Blue dye. Now, you are the indigo children, the original Indian. You are the original Paleo Hebrew. Your teachings became, when we took that shit on that side of the world, that's why it's so rare over there, but everybody over here got the shit. Everybody over here got purple dye. The shit costs $1,000 a fucking piece of yarn over there. Because it's rare, it's not from there. This is an exotic good from Timari. You get it? You get it now. When I say Hebrew or Paleo, I'm talking about the language we created for agriculture, not religion. Now, our customs became the customs of a religious Hebrew on that side of the world after we mix and come over there and show them what we're doing. So you must understand the difference. Don't put them together, separate it, and learn that we taught them that and they took it and ran with it and put their own swing to it. You get it? The clash between our people and their people is biblical. Right? the wars and all that type of stuff. But the stuff that's like the Moses story and all that go back to America. That's an American story. Some of them stories are ancient stories from the homeland, and some of the stories are stories that happen as we mix upon these people. Now, why do you think everybody is attacking the Nile River? Everybody's attacking the Phoenician city. Everybody's attacking the Sumerian city at first because you had the agriculture and the knowledge and the structures there. If you got food outside of your camp, your ass is getting attacked on that side of the world. Why? Because they are hungry. We named the Nile Nachal for snake people, just like Natchez, Indians. It's the same word, people. Come on now. When you put all this stuff together, you understand we named everything over there. Europa is a name from the Captarim bloodline, the queen of the Captarim, the Cretan. That still stands for spring because Europa is the Pleiades star system. It's still a teaching from astrology and agriculture. You must understand the word Afri comes from Tanit. Tanit is a god of the Phoenician, or a teaching of the mother goddess of the Phoenician, fertility. Now the Berber, Amazigh people we mix with, start calling that Afri. Then the Greek hear the Berbers say Afri, then they start calling it the land of Africa. So really, Africa stemmed from our teaching. The name, right? The Nile was Nachal Dalet. Dalet is the fertile triangle area of the river. And you put pyramids or mounds at the top of the mouth of Dalet. That's why Giza sits right at the top of the Nile Delta. See, this is our old teaching. Right? That's not Egyptian. See, people think this shit Egyptian. Like, I was showing yesterday the Sidonian, right? I was showing people yesterday the Sidonian. Yeah, the Mississippi River is the first place the knowledge got learned at. See, this is where we get confused. We learned all this knowledge about working the Mississippi River. That's how we learn how to make the river fertile, the land fertile, how to irrigate it, what to do in the desert. We learned the desert part about the Southwest Colorado River. We learned it over here, right? See, you think that headdress and all of that comes from Egypt. It does not. Let me show you something. It does not. That's what they teach you because they want you to think everything comes from Africa, right? They want you to think everything comes from Africa. That's what they want you to think. Now look at this right here. This is a Sidonian, which is a Phoenician, right? Let's pull it up. This is a Sidonian, which is a Phoenician. Right here. This is a Sidonian, a Hebrew, people. Now, why he look like an Egyptian? I thought it was two different people. Now, these are hieroglyphics up here, and this is Hebrew. I thought these languages don't go together. See, the Sidonian come from the Mississippi River. That's a fact. I could prove it. This is how our people looked. They want you to think this is an African look with this headdress and this beard with the sun rays of gold. They want you to think that. But if that was true, Hebrew wouldn't be on the artifacts. It'll all be glyphs. We are the pyramid builder. We are the mound builder. Roll the coin. Now, why am I showing you this? Because this shows you that that language got something to do with that language. Right? Sidon, Mississippi is in the Mississippi Delta. That's where these people started from, people. It started with these old Paleo-Hebrew languages, then it turned into hieroglyphics as the knowledge evolved. Because I can show you Paleo-Hebrew words that go right along with hieroglyphics right now. And they mean the same exact thing. Now, if this is our look of this land, they pull tombs out of this land that look just like that. They up there in the museums in the Northeast, people, right now. They still up there. That's why they never went to Egypt. We got the old culture that looked like that. The before pre-dynastic culture, they found it over here, right? See, they ain't gonna teach you that. That's why the Egyptians said their ancestors come from the West. The ancestors come from the West in the Ben, the mound, the creation mound of the Ben. Our ancestors come from the field of reeds in the West. They talking about them Timeri. They knew that, people. Know how I know that? These people traded goods with Egypt. They family, people. The Sidonian Phoenician traded goods with Egypt. They know each other. They look alike. They the same bloodline from the same land. One of them might be from the Southwest and one of them might be from up north. One of them might be from the Southeast, but they all come from the same land with the same culture. And they telling you they different people, but they not. They come from one land. Roll the coin. Because the Phoenician built the Egyptian ship, the Khufu ship. So I know they connected. They got too many connections. So now, then I go look at the Mi'kmaq Indians in the Northeast with an ancient reformed Egyptian hieroglyphic language. How are Indians in the Northeast writing hieroglyphics? The Mi'kmaq Indians. How? It don't make sense if they wasn't, it was never connected. All this stuff is connected. So now, through my research, I'm seeing these people who look like that coming from here, building shit over there, and they claiming it is they people. It is not. It's not. Roll the coin. It is not they people at all. Look at this right here. Look at this. Sidon. Sidon now. Look. Sidon. The oldest Sidon in the world is in Mississippi, people. Mississippi Delta. Look at all that. Look at all that Hebrew. Look at all that Hebrew on this thing. There ain't no damn hieroglyphic. There's Hebrew writings. Look at Horus on his shoulders. I thought Horus ideology don't go along with Hebrew writing. See, they want to separate it. Egyptians created hieroglyphics because they created all of it. You a damn lie. It was Paleo-Hebrew first. Then it was glyphs of hieroglyphics. Because you're looking at Horus, an Egyptian deity, with biblical writing at the bottom. That's what they don't want to tell you. Now let's go back. Sidon, right there. Southwest city of Sidon, modern day Lebanon. Phoenicians are Sidonians. Phoenician king of Sidon. Now, I'm gonna break this down and I'm through because I want y'all to think about this. Now, they say don't show no love to your ancestors. That's what they say, right? That's what they say. Now, Sidon name came from Phoenician ancestors. Let's go look that up. Do what they tell us now. Don't do that. Sidon name is derived from the Phoenician word Sadan, likely meaning fishery or fishing town, right? As a Phoenician city-state, but they're not telling the truth. Because Sidon, it might have came from that, but that name come from somebody who was named Sidon in the old books. Hellenized in ancient Greek. Now, ancient Greeks got a hold to it. Phoenician roots, Semitic roots word meaning to fish or hunt. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Cause they be trying to throw it on some regular shit. But Sidon was one of their ancestors. And they say he was buried, right? In a mound. I gotta go back and find that receipt. I still got that receipt somewhere. I gotta go back and find that. The firstborn son of Canaan, grandson of Ham, they say. Now it might be Zidon. Sidon or Zidon is identified in Genesis, the firstborn son of Canaan. There it is right there. The city is named after the ancestor. There it is. There it is. It was Zidon, right? Which makes his descendants of Ham and great-grandson of Noah. The city is named after this ancestor, Sidon, right? Now, that's where Zion come from too, you right. Now, when I get the old book, it said that ancestor was buried in a mound. In the homeland. Then I find this right here. Then you find this right here. Interesting. Then you find this right here. In a mound right there in Sidon. A couple of miles away. You find this. Right here. Now, who is Sidon? The first son of Canaanites, people. Where they come from? Because they don't come from over there because they always telling you they come on ships. Now, let's go look at the Sidonian. Because the Phoenicians told you their real name was Sidonians. Came on ships. If they from there, they wouldn't be coming on no damn ship. Came on ships to the sea, Mediterranean Sea. Ancient Phoenician maritime experts based in modern-day Cedars of Lebanon, renowned for shipbuilding and navigating the Mediterranean Sea. As skilled sailors, traders, they dominated the sea routes, transporting goods like timber, textiles, and purple dye to places as far as Egypt and Greece. I just showed y'all the shell middens from America with the purple dye. The textiles and the cedars of Lebanon are cedar trees from Timeri they built ships out of. In a trade network, right? Maritime mastery, the Sidonians. Trade network, shipbuilding. Then you put them in the Bible. There you go. The Bible highlights their skill. Sidonians were rowers and sailors of other nations, such as in the time of King Solomon. Key trading items, purple dye, glass, metals, ivory, and textiles. Now, where they come from, people? Huh? Where do they come from? They just use common sense. Now, hold on. Let me show you something else they got. Let me show you something else they got. That you know from over here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Roll the corn. They got corn too now. Don't get that fucked up. They got the corn. The corn rolling. See, they don't even want to recognize Sidonian. You got to put Phoenician in here. They be trying to play. Phoenicians. Let's see what they had. They cultivated and traded pomegranates, lemons, oranges, figs, and olives. Fertility and rituals spread to regions like Tunisia and Egypt. Now, the apple of Carthage is the pomegranate. Hebrews had a pomegranate is highly esteemed in ancient Hebrew. Y'all know that shit don't come from Africa. Y'all know these lemons and oranges and citron trees and you know that. Now y'all know better. Come on now. Y'all know ain't no pomegranate growing in no damn desert. Y'all already know that shit. Come on, man. Be realistic. Come on now. Stop. Let's cut the foolishness. Ain't no lemons popping up in the desert. Ain't no goddamn oranges. Ain't no big ass beautiful lemon popping up on the Nile. This motherfucker here come from Tamari. Y'all stop the bullshit. Let me hold on. Y'all got this shit fucked up. They tripping. Y'all tripping. We the niggas with this shit, right? We the niggas with this. You think this was in Africa, in the Middle East, and Israel before we brought it there? You had lost your damn mind. You think a pomegranate, nigga? Pomegranates ain't even around here like that no more. The pomegranate kind of rare. This the only place a pomegranate coming from, big dog. Ain't no pomegranate popping up nowhere near there. Still to this day. So our people bought this stuff to these people. Imagine you never tasted an orange or a lemon, and you cut that motherfucker and it's cold and you bite it. Woo, them the gods. If you never tasted one of these and you get it out there cold and you bite it, it's a starburst. Motherfucker would kill you for one of these if you never. Listen to me. If you never had one of these cold on your cold lemonade in America, see, we over here drinking lemonade. We think this shit normal. You take that lemonade to somebody who never had it with their country time mix with this in there, taste buds gonna light up. You gonna put a smile on a hunter-gatherer face. Do people go to war for this on the other side of the world, people? We just eat them and throw them halfway in the garbage. We don't even be thinking. Them people will bust your head for a tree of these motherfuckers. See, you got to learn real history, bro. Now, if we pull up with these and clothing and jewelry and diamonds and sapphires and gold and silver and beautiful linen textile dyed clothing, y'all beautiful women hopping off the boat with long hair, y'all tall and fine and y'all planting corn and lemons everywhere, boy, y'all are the gods. Them the gods. If I ain't never seen a god, that big fine woman from the Mississippi River planting that corn out there If that ain't a God, I don't know what's a God. I don't know. I'm done. That's all. I'm through lecturing today. If you don't feel that, you don't feel nothing. You don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. You don't feel a damn thing. Them the God. That's goddess. Got to be. She well nourished, hair long, thick and fine. That is the goddess. My women is poor and skinny. They ain't got none of that. They don't get that until after some food production go on over there. They get off the boat with these head wraps and beautiful clothing. What you think they call them people? And they hair combed. These folks smell good and everything. In BC time, these folks, they created soap and goddamn lotion, bear wax. Imagine one of these beautiful melanated women with the bear wax on. And you a hunter-gatherer looking like you ready to go dive on her ass. We got to keep hunter-gatherer back up off her like, bro, back up, bro. Damn. You know how we be saying you ain't never seen no woman before? They ain't never really seen no woman like that before. That was true back then. You folks ain't never seen no shit like that. And then y'all out there nurturing the kids, the men nurturing the y'all out there all spiritual, putting seeds in the ground, irrigating the river. Y'all, they do everything. These motherfucking goddesses. These folks that planted the food, they cooked it, they took care of the baby, the husband. They done fixed the hole in the ship. They done sewed together the sail. The goddess, she's a reflection of Mother Earth. She's the power. He just bagging her up. That's what was going on, bro. You get what I'm trying to tell you? That woman mixes with other people and makes these other people look like they look today. If the African tribes never got some of our blood, that's why some of them look like us. You think they came and civilized us? We civilized them. That's why it's brown-skinned Africans over there looking like us, all looking like they look. That's our bloodline running through some of them tribes. We took over the whole land mass. I'm telling y'all what I know. And then some of them tribes, they still knew that they was our people, and they still enslaved them later on in history. That's a whole nother story I have to show you. Some of them tribes went off on their own, they were still our people, and they still came back and threw them in the slave trade later on because they knew they come from our bloodline. They weren't original Africans. How you think these white girls walking around here got a shape? Y'all better start using y'all. Hey, I'm telling y'all, bro, this shit way bigger than what y'all think it is. It's way bigger than what y'all think it is, bro. We upgraded them people DNA, bro. Not aliens. We did it. We did it. Our brain capacity was bigger than everybody's. I showed y'all that yesterday. We were 85 85 cubic around the skull. The African was like 79. The Native American was like 81 or 82 or something. We started mixing with them people, they capacity got up to 85. There ain't no alien shit. That's just human nature. That's just nature. We are the oldest people. It's just nature, people. You mix with people, things happen. You think them hunter-gatherer ones running up on us, we got big-ass beards and copper and gold on. You think them hunter-gatherer ones running up on us trying to pop out a baby? Just the same way they'll run up on the women, they'll run up on the men. All y'all niggas look good. Y'all ain't got no diseases, your skin clear, you're tall, you got bare wax on. Y'all ain't eating nothing but vegetables. Nigga cock strong and muscled all up, wearing linen shirts, all in the sun. You think they ain't like y'all niggas? They did. Roll the corn. They did. Y'all got the big bag of seeds. Y'all planting all these beautiful crops. Y'all eating good, watching the stars, buildings and campfires, boats out there. Y'all go home when y'all feel like it. Them people ain't never saw no shit like that. The Nile was the desert when nothing out there, people. Until some agriculture people showed up and built it to what it was. The Tigris and Euphrates River was the desert, people. Somebody had to make those civilizations great with agriculture. Without food, ain't no city there. So the people who learned from the Mississippi River took the knowledge over to the Nile, Nachal, and named it the Nachal, the Snake River. We named that river. Who you think put that big ass snake in Ohio right there? The Nachal people. See, you can play with me all you want to, bro, until I just start dropping real receipts. Who put the big ass snake in Ohio aligned with the goddamn summer solstice? Us. So you can't say we're not associated with the snake. We are. So we named the Nile Nachal. And Nachal is Hebrew. That's our language from this land mass, people. Everything over there named something we created. Lebanon don't come from over there. That's our shit. Moreau, Egypt, our shit. Dalit or Delta, our shit. Tyre, Sidon, our shit. Israel, our shit. Come on now. We named all that shit over there. Iberian Peninsula. Iberian comes from Eber or Eber. Eber is Hebrew. We named all this shit over there, bro. It's all ours. We named the area of Greece. Them Greece people are our people too. The Cretan, the Minian, the Keltu, them our people too. Roll the corn. We built the earth before they ever had a civilization, Silverback. Where do you think the Tartarian buildings come from? Our bloodlines built them buildings. Them were storage houses, fertility houses, places to go to show love back to nature. And you got fruits and seed and all that stuff out of there too. That's why they call them corn exchanges on the other side of the world. We built that shit. We set the trade centers up in America. Then put it around the world. One more receipt. We built Moscow, people. You think Russians built Moscow? Moscow is shaped just like the Pleiades star system for the spring. I got 300 people in the chat. Somebody Google, what is the nickname of the buildings in Moscow? What's the name? They say, we know the truth built Russia. We know who built Russia. Listen, bro. Russia got the 7 buildings, right? what they call it, the Seven Sister Buildings. There you go, Lord Lex. The Seven Sisters. What is the Seven Sisters? What star alignment is the Seven Sisters? Y'all see it? I'm teaching it off the dome. The Pleiades star system. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Y'all learned it now. The Pleiades got something to do with the spring, people. The Pleiades is really Europa. The Pleiades really is Europa in real history. Now, if I take the Pleiades and align it up with the other star, what's the name of the big star that is away from the Pleiades? Like this the Pleiades, Seven Sisters, this the big star. What's the name of this one? Look at a star map. Look at a star map. Huh? Aldebaran. Y'all got it. Y'all got it now. This all spring teaching now. A culture taught this about spring now. So you build the cities the same way. Now, Aldebaran, right? It might be Arcturus. I don't know. I might be tripping. Hold on. Y'all fucking me up now. Hold on. Aldebaran Pleiades. Which one is it, y'all? I ain't looked at it in a minute, but y'all know what I mean. Aldebaran Pleiades. Now, let me see. Okay. Okay, Aldebaran is in Taurus. Okay, Aldebaran is in Taurus. So is it Arcturus? I'm gonna make sure I'm teaching this right now. See, this is the ancient knowledge of our people that they hear from us, right? Arcturus. Is it Arcturus or Aldebaran? Let's go see. Hold on. Make sure we get this right. It's Aldebaran. It's Aldebaran, right? It's still leading up into the Pleiades, right? That's what's going on. Let me show y'all a better depiction of that. Aldebaran is the bright red star, right? That leads to the Pleiades. Let me show you. The eye of the bull. They go Aldebaran. They go to Pleiades. All in a straight shot. See it? So you will have one big red star and 7 regular stars over here. Moscow, Russia is built the same way as that, people. Red, 7. 7 sisters of the Pleiades. This should be a red. This should be a building that got something to do with red, right? Now, you see how that's looking now? From left to right. This is how I know our ancient culture built that shit. When you see that, they got something to do with spring, right? They got something to do with spring. Moscow, 7 sisters buildings. Let's go look. Let's go get a map. Here you go, right here. Right here. Roll the coin. Let's blow this up. See that? They go Aldebaran representation. Here is the other, the Pleiades alignment. 7 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They go to Aldebaran alignment right there. See how see how the city laid out? Just like the stars. Aldebaran. Now, to prove what I'm telling y'all about, American cities are the same way. Some of them are the same way. Now, to prove what I'm telling y'all, there should be a red star on this building right here. Right? Should be a red star on that building, if that's the truth now. What's the name of that damn building right there? Let's go look over here. I think that is the, let me see can I find it. There should be the main building of Moscow State University. Going into the other, these are the 7 sister buildings. This should be the main building of Moscow State University. So let's go to main building, Moscow State University. Moscow State U University. They go look. Let's go look. Images. Okay. This here right here. Let's get a good picture. I needed that dark time. I need one at night so you can see what's going on. Give me a good picture. This ain't a good picture. Hold on. Let's go back. Let me find the right picture because I want y'all to see what's on top of it. Let's go see what's on top of it. Main building. Let's go look. Now, it's a star up there, right? It's a star. Roll the coin. It's a star. The red star. Moscow, Russia, right? Now, what the hell is the red star? Aldebaran. Right? Now, let's go look at their flag. Now, the red star on the damn flag, too. Now, let's go back to the building. I want y'all to see this shit on the building. Here you go right here. Here you go. There you go. Aldebaran, red star on top of the building. Oh, see what the... Hold on. Now, he go to the top of the damn building right here with the red star representing Aldebaran. The other 7 buildings are the Pleiades. An ancient culture built this shit because it's built in the form of a spring equinox. Now, Moscow flag. Watch the red star on the flag. They know it, people. Russia flag. I'm tripping. Let's look at the whole Russia flag. Russia flag. Watch the red star. They must have changed it. Now, here we go right here. This the old flag. This shit right here. See, this the old Russia flag. Now, there's like a harvesting tool, right? And there's like a hammer. Like it's kind of like harvesting tools and work with the spring of a sickle. You see what I'm saying? So it's still coming from some type of agriculture. Then he got the hammer. Then he got the red star representing Aldebaran. That's where they come from. Now, we could go back farther than that with the national flag, coat of arms of Russia, because this symbol come from Timeri too. The Olmecs had that symbol. The Mississippian had that symbol. So all they cultures are coming from our ancient culture that built some shit there before they even got there. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Because on their coat of arms, they are using the first people coat of symbols that was there. Right? And we all know Yad and Yad in Hebrew means work with a hammer. It's some type of work. Then the sickle got something to do with the harvest. So all this stuff kind of go together. I have to show you the receipts to it. But that city is built just like that. Rome is built like that. Rome, seven sisters. This is why they call it Capitol Hill. Capitole Hill. Capitole Hill, 7 hills. Capitol Hill in America, right? This is showing an ancient culture of some type of Hebrew-speaking people building this shit. These ain't no Tartarian buildings. These are our buildings. Capitol Hill, right? The one in Seattle sits on 7 hills. Capitol Hill, Seattle 7 hills. You got Beacon Hill, Capitol Hill. Well, that's the wrong one. Seattle got 7 hills too. Seattle ancient too. Seattle is ancient too, people. Don't get that misconstrued. See, Seattle old. Seattle is old than a motherfucker. Cincinnati sits on 7 hills. Huge hills at that. Anybody from Ohio been to Cincinnati know that, right? Washington, D.C. sits on 7 hills. Capitol Hill, Meridian Hill, Floral Hills, Forest Hills, Hillbrook, Hillcrest, Knox Hill. It's ancient stuff, people. That stuff ancient. That's why the city is built there today. Now look at this huge mound. Look at this huge mound in Seattle. One of the hills. They put stuff right on top of it. Here you go right there. Seattle 7 hills. These are ancient cities, our people. It was mounds there. Then you build buildings and temples right on top of these mounds, and they take them, right? They act like they some type of Capitol building or some type of, and they build right over our stuff. Lynch in Virginia, you right. It's so many places that I researched this years ago, but it's like maybe 40 or 50 different cities on hills, on 7 hills. And when you see the 7 hills, that represents the Pleiades. So our people built hills or buildings or something to represent the Pleiades star system. I just want to kind of give y'all an overview of what I'm talking about. Right? Roll the corn. I just went on and on talking, but let me see. Love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. Appreciate the support. Hope y'all learned something. If y'all ain't subscribed to my YouTube, please go subscribe to my YouTube. Appreciate the cash up y'all sent to the cash up. Anybody wanted some hoodies or t-shirts, get in my DM. I don't want y'all to miss these lives, so I put them all on YouTube so you can go back and watch them if you missed the one in the morning. So y'all keep going through them videos and learning this stuff, man. Because when you get a perception of how things are, as we go forward, we can understand these things that we're breaking down, right? So my YouTube link is in my bio. It's We Know the Truth Now with their same red logo. 213,000 likes, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Appreciate y'all support with the hoodies and being patient with me. I appreciate y'all with everything. Appreciate the subscribers on YouTube. Got like 8,200, 8,100, something like that. I appreciate y'all. And all the likes and reposts on TikTok, because it's some people that need to learn some of this stuff, man, because our history has been so hidden and so concealed and lied about that, I think it helps us to hear the right information at this point in the history, bro. So stay positive, man. Y'all stay safe out there. We're gonna keep going. I think personally that if we learn our history first, then we come back and do our thing on the back end. That's what I believe. I believe we must learn our history first, then we do make our move on what we're trying to do. Because once we learn our history first, we understand that we break away from the system by being self-sufficient. And when we become self-sufficient, can't nobody stop us no way. So I think that's the first basic learning that we supposed to learn from this teaching, right? They're teaching all this space astrology and all this shit is cool, but we must learn to be self-sufficient as a people again, because that's what this was all about. All about being self-sufficient, all about loving your people the right way and doing things the right way, and things gonna come out right anyway, right? Because they believe that if you done it the right way, your harvest will be abundant anyway. So do it the right way. Everybody spreading this stuff around, it's getting around to people now. People starting to check it out, and people starting to understand a lot of stuff, and that's a spark of a beginning. It's not gonna happen overnight. We think it's just gonna happen overnight. We just gonna be great again. No, it ain't gonna happen overnight. It took them a long time to get us to this state of lower consciousness, but it's gonna take us a while to come back out of it. But we coming out of it. I promise you that. I promise you that. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Galileo at the gun roll the corn. We know the truth now.